I think I need to finish getting footage off of my phone, but also I did a little bit of editing and posting this morning. I made this video yesterday that I think was really good, and it just went right along with what we focused on for Moms Over Matter. Yeah, real and raw, and I thought that was good. I'm learning to find the rhythm of life, especially when like you have new endeavors going on. I hope I'm making sense. With one of these endeavors that I'm on, the thought that I had was, you know, this might not pan out the way that you wanted it to, because one, you don't really want it to plan out that way, but also two, it was never supposed to pan out that way. See, sometimes we psych ourselves out because we're so desire driven. We're focused on our own desires. We strive for things to pan out the way we want them to, and then when they don't, we be mad at God. He be looking at us the whole time like, but I never said. First of all, you ain't even asked me for real. But I never said that it was going to go the way you wanted it to go. Because that wasn't supposed to happen. Talking to Anaya, we did our virtuous meeting last Monday. And both she and I were saying, you know, with this book club, we wanted it to go a certain way, and it has not been. She said, but, you know, this was teaching us something. I said, for sure. She was the one that said, this is teaching us how to be more organized. I said, for sure. I couldn't figure out what it was, but you on it, girl. I'm so thankful for how God pulls community together. Man, but back to what I was saying. I'm in a season of trusting the pivot. And I didn't even finish. That's the crazy part. And I'm sitting here having to talk about the season I'm in. Learning to trust the pivot completely changed the way in which one does something. To begin to run or manage something in a completely different way. In this direction, In Living Virtue was more brand focused. Building my own brand and making it about the people. And it still is, all right? However, in my pivot, In Living Virtue is becoming more personal. And it's not what I wanted. I said in a couple vlogs ago that it is not my plan for In Living Virtue to turn into a personal blog. And while I was editing, it was like, it smacked me in the face. Like, yeah, that might not be your plan, shawty, but that's the way you going. So the skills that I'm learning and the things that I'm picking up, and even the organization that I'm picking up, although it would be nice if that endeavor turned into something particular, I don't think that's the direction it's going. I think that I was afforded this opportunity so that I could learn, so that I could apply what I learned over here. All right, I'm giving y'all too much information. But anyway, I'm in a season of pivoting and learning to trust the pivot. I did this like study group. It was called The Pipeline. And I had this great plan of how it was going to go, how it was going to impact the young ladies who were a part of it, right? Nothing went the way I planned. It put me in this space of like doubting the vision that I had, just doubting the assignment overall. It just put me in this space, second guessing, doubting, thinking that I couldn't do it, thinking that maybe I got it wrong. The thought that I had was, what if it went exactly how it was supposed to go? And I sat with that thing for a second, and here's what I came to. What if the way you measured the success of that thing wasn't actually the intended marker of success? What if the marker of success was not even about them, but about you? Maybe this was a test of your obedience. Maybe this was a test of your perseverance. We think that if something doesn't go as planned, then we got it wrong. It was a bad idea. I never need to do it again. And it's like, no. What if the entire point of this was for you to fail so that you would see what needs work, what needs refinement, what can improve?
Actually, people need to see more people living normal lives. I really feel like God was revealing, like, no, like, there's actually not just space for your type of content is actually a necessity.
Yeah, man. Like, I knew I was supposed to be doing YouTube. I got away from it and I started focusing on merch. And God was like, no, do what I told you to do. Like, he just made it clear to me, like, no, it's so crucial that you share your life in this way. You can't skip that part. I'm having to go back and do that. But the very thing that I was worried about is the very thing that's literally just flowing. So I say that to encourage you, like, when you pick that camera up, how you said it's just gonna flow, no, it really is.
It's like, get out of your head, literally.
Literally. All right, so I am, sorry y'all, I am going to pick up Put, you know, yeah, everything is turned off. Yeah, I'm going to pick up Put. I want to get there early enough that I'm not scrambling for a specific parking space. I like parking in the little cul-de-sac roundabout, and you need to be there at a certain time. You need to be there at a certain time in order to get that park. So I decided to leave the house before 11:30, and I'll be sitting there for a little while, but it's okay. The stuff that I wanted to get done while he was in school, it didn't happen that way. It didn't happen that way. My meeting with Anaya, I think it went longer than I thought it would, but also, like, I stopped moving because everything that we were talking about was everything that has been on my mind lately. So I was just like, yeah, let me be present and let me pay attention, because this isn't a coincidence. We be wanting God to make things clear to us, and sometimes he's like, okay, well, will you slow down enough to pay attention? I'm trying to reveal these things to you. I'm trying to let you know. I'm trying to guide your steps, but you're just so busy. You got so much stuff on your plate, so much stuff on your agenda, so much stuff on your to-do list, and you're so busy, and you're not making room to receive. Like, is there any room for you to receive the guidance that you want, the clarity that you need? The topic for tomorrow's vlog is trusting the pivot, and that looks like interrupted plans. That looks like hiccups in, you know, what you planned out and what you thought was gonna happen. You know, even now I feel like, dang man, I just feel like it's so much on my plate. Like, I need to do this and I need to do it now. It's like, no, you don't. What you need to do is pay attention in this meeting, because I'm about to confirm some things and I'm about to add some pieces to the puzzle. So I'm gonna bust the sandwich down that I made. So thankful for, like, the community that God is giving me and bringing my way and pushing me toward. You know, we make connections and we never know exactly how they're gonna plan out or what their intention is going to be in our lives, what the purpose is that they're gonna serve in our lives. But if you just give it a second to unfold, you'll see. Everything she was talking about was everything that I wrote down this morning, and we knew that what we were putting together was like this purposeful thing. We just didn't really know how it was going to unfold, and it's unfolding as we live it out. I'm so grateful, so grateful, so grateful. I wonder what kind of day my son had. I'm gonna go in here and try to check on my baby, try to see if I can observe him a little bit. You're making a rainbow? Pretty rainbow. Mama loves it. It's so nice.